Hello everyone, welcome to my Call of Duty gaming channel. I am Nessinator. Man, I wish I could do accents. I really do. I wish I can go ahead and improvise with accents and do all that stuff, you know, like the good actors do, how they can throw on an English accent, a French accent, an Italian accent, or I should say Spanish accent as well, because Italians kind of sound like Spanish, don't they? A little bit, not so much. But anyways, I wish I could do that. I mean, that would be so cool to kind of just go into a different culture and have that accent, but, you know, maybe that's why I didn't make it an acting too much here in LA and I got in the writing side of things. But anyways, welcome to my Call of Duty gaming channel. I'm Nessinator. Now, the gameplay that's going to be entertaining you here in the background is me using the Man of War with the Varix scope. You just saw me get the Bliss camo. I think I was running all attachments, 5 attachments, and an optic, of course, to get the Bliss camo challenge done. So I have no perks or anything like that, so I'm kind of playing slow. My footsteps are loud as hell, and I'm all over the radar. So I'm playing really conservative in this gameplay, but I think you guys will enjoy it. And of course, it pertains to what I want to talk about in today's commentary, and that is assault rifles. Now, of course, I did this a little bit earlier when Black Ops 3 first came out. I gave you guys a list of my favorite assault rifles. I'll put that video's link down in the description below if you didn't see it. But of course, over time, your opinions are going to change. You know, after you go through the Dark Matter challenges for all the ARs, your opinion's going to change. And not only that, this game has seen so many patches where there's been nerfs and buffs of so many ARs that they just don't feel the same when the game first came out. So, of course, that's going to change your opinions as well of the ARs. And I don't know if you're still using that AR from when you first started the game and it's your go-to gun, but if it is, let me know down in the comment section below. Which is your favorite AR here in Black Ops 3 so far? Now, I'm going to give you my personal opinion and then kind of go over some of the ones I don't use that much and why. But my favorite AR to use in this game right now, as it stands, is the Man of War, the gun that you see here in this gameplay. After using all the ARs for the Dark Matter challenges and getting my ARs diamond, I gotta tell you guys, this is by far my go-to try-hard AR. It just feels really good. Now, it can feel inconsistent at times, but I blame that on the lag, just like everything else in this game. When it doesn't feel consistent, it's usually due to lag. But when your connection's on point, this gun melts. It feels like it drops people. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of different varying opinions out there on what attachments to run with this gun. Even if you do have the Man of War as your favorite gun, you may have a difference of opinion of attachments to use with it. Me, personally, what I found works really well for me was actually suggested to me by Born to Merc. You guys are going to see a gameplay coming out of him actually later this week using the Man of War as well. Dark Matter, camo, the whole 9 yards, so stay tuned for that. But he put me on these 3 attachments that work really well for the Man of War. You gotta throw an optic on there as well. For me, personally, I think the Man of War does really well with an optic. Now, I really was surprised to see how well the Varix scope works here with the Man of War. It makes this gun really accurate. It already is deadly accurate with an ELO, which is what I usually prefer to run it with. So I would say the ELO is my go-to optic for the Man of War, but this Varix does really well. So do not sleep on this Varix, guys. If you want to throw this on instead of the ELO, it definitely works well with this gun. But the 3 attachments that I like to run is high caliber, rapid fire, and grip. Okay, now I know some people out there may think, wait a minute, you're not throwing stock on these ARs. I usually throw stock on all my ARs, but for some reason, this gun feels better without it. It feels more accurate. It's one of those guns that I like to play a little bit slower with. If people are going to hold head glitches with M8s or Shivas like that, or something like that, I feel I can compete with them using this setup. So again, my recommendation is just try it out. If you have other attachments you like to run on the Man of War, let me know down in the comment section below. But I'm just curious to know what your favorite AR is. I just gave you mine, so let me know what yours is down, like I said, in the comment section. The other ARs that I like to go to in this game, of course, the M8A7. The M8A7, to me, even though it's been nerfed a few times, is still a very dependable AR. What I like to run on that one is long barrel, rapid fire, and stock. Now, I like stock on that one. I like to be a little bit more mobile just because it's a burst fire weapon, and I want to be a little bit quicker on my feet just in case I got to get out of there or strafe someone. But again, those are the 3 attachments I like on the M8A7. I like using the XR2. Now, of course, there's some people out there that believe the XR2 is better than the M8A7. I think they're kind of the same. You know, they both kind of feel inconsistent at times. They both feel powerful at times. And they're both burst fire rifles. So, I mean, it's like, they're both good. Okay, I know they say the XR2 is the A7's little brother, but at times it feels like it's the big brother. So it's kind of weird, you know. I know you guys might agree or disagree with me there, but I do feel like the M8A7 is still a little step above the XR2. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know if it's because the attachments I run with it. Again, I run rapid fire and long barrel, so the gun tends to melt people at all ranges very quickly, especially people using the XR2. So again, it really depends on what you like to rock on your ARs. The other notable ones that I like to use when I'm rushing, the KN44 and the HVK, I think are the best ARs to use if you're a rusher. You know, high rate of fire, you can get in people's faces, not bad at range. The KN44 is just the overall good gun, man. It really is. It's one of my favorite ARs to use here in the game. It's one of the first ones, or it is the first one, I should say, that you get to use in this game in the AR category. And it's just a really, really good all-around AR. So, you know, I never understood why people went to unlock weapons right away when they started prestiging, because the KN44, I can use that all throughout a whole prestige and be fine with it. Of course, I ended up unlocking the M8A7 around prestige 2, I think it was 2 or 3, because I did want to get that one out of the way as far as challenges go for Dark Matter. But man, dude, the KN is just, it's great. And so is the HVK. There's times I just keep getting outshot by the HVK and I'm just like, wow, this gun's great. But anyways, the Shiva and the ICR are probably the two assault rifles that are nowhere near my top favorites. The ICR, yeah, it's accurate. Yeah, it feels a little bit like the ACR. Yeah, it feels a little bit like the M27 of Black Ops 2. Everybody has their different opinions on what that gun really feels like, but I just don't feel it's that strong. You know, I just feel it's too weak for me. I feel like I get outshot with it a lot, especially when people use other assault rifles. So I usually don't gravitate towards the ICR. Now, I know some people out there will say, well, throw rapid fire on it. It'll make it a lot better. I haven't tried that yet, but still, I don't like the ICR. I just don't like its damage profile. And the Shiva, you know, I like the Shiva, and there's times when I play against players that are using the Shiva, and man, they are deadly holding those head glitches, and they can be really, really frustrating players to play. Who am I kidding? I hate playing people that just head glitch with Shivas. They're really, really, truly annoying. But for me, every time I use the Shiva, and I'm playing against people that are trying hard, they use VMPs or they use HVKs or KNs, and they rush me and they get in my face, and it's hard to outshoot someone when they're getting in your face with a Shiva because it's just such a slow rate of fire. But if you're going to sit at head glitches and you're good at camping, I guess it's probably your go-to AR. But me personally, you know, not a big fan of the Shiva. I was in the beginning. Again, if you watch my older videos, you'll see I was, you know, speaking praises about it, but it doesn't fit my playstyle anymore, so I'm not a big fan of the Shiva anymore. That fell off the list. And I haven't used the MX Garand yet, so I have no personal opinions on that supply drop weapon. I heard it's good, I heard it's not good. So once I get to using it, as far as like unlocking it and putting some time into it, I don't have an opinion on it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay commentary. Let me know down in the comments section below, what are your favorite ARs? What are your least favorite ARs? I'm curious to know. This is Nessinator. I appreciate everything, guys. Your subscribes, your views, and likes, and I'm out.